Welcome to Module 2, Unit 2. We are going to construct a spindle which has a male thread. First of all, we construct the cylinder which has the thread. In this case, the cylinder has 16 millimeters diameter corresponding to the nominal thread. We state here 16. See the draft below, and height, the whole height, 71. And now we are going to do the thread. In the whole icon, you have the male thread. So you state it is an external thread, a male thread for a shaft. You state the cylinder, the bottom, and it's going to have a finite value. Not all the cylinder is going to be threaded. We state 50, and now we are going to construct the top of our spindle. It's going to be a cylinder centered with 30 millimeters diameter. Okay, we close now and extrude 20. As you can see, we finish, we cancel, and now we can chamfer the edges. You can chamfer them at the same time. So we choose equal because it's going to be 45 degrees, and we include the top edge, this middle edge, and the bottom edge to construct the chamfers at the same time. We have here the chamfers, and we have part of our spindle. Now we have to construct the toroidal groove. We're going to construct it by revolution. So we have to draw the circle, which we are going to revolve. The dimension is 5 millimeters, as you can see in the drawing, and the position should be 22 from the bottom of our spindle. Now we have positioned our circle. We have to include these to trim and have just a half of a circle. And now we are going to project this axis to state it as revolution axis. So we finish. We are going to revolve, cut, and we have our groove. Okay, we can close reference plane to have a better image of our spindle. We zoom, but the thread I want to represent it better. So I state here, material table. I choose a material to do the thread, for example, steel, and I state I'm going to choose a thread, which I'm going to modify. So with the texture, I choose again a thread, And once I have the thread material, I can fix the parameters. So choosing X and Y, we will see that the thread changes the aspect. But be careful, don't worry. Now we are going to paint the part, not the threaded part, but the threaded cylinder will have a better aspect. So we can paint, for example, red, the top cylinder with the chamfers. Everything has a threaded aspect, but if you paint what is not threaded, the thread part is better to save an image. We can now paint, for example, blue, what is not threaded in our cylinder. Now, red, because we have the top surface, the bottom surface, excuse me, and our toroidal groove, orange. If you have to save an image for a document, now the thread seems more like a thread. You have to adjust your parameters. It depends on what you see in your computer. So this is the end of Module 2, Unit 2. In Unit 3, we will construct this fixer, which has a countersink hole and a threaded hole, as you can see in the image.